Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the Phase Flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving... One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak and pulling the string.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot...
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the...
I believe Asta...
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
This could serve you well.
Bygones are bygones. But sometimes...
How many can you block?
Here is thunder!
The sword is like water. It cannot remain still. Strike with heart!
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless!
Time for the Radiant Spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder!
Time for the Master Stroke. Radiant Spirit.
Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Divine inspiration? It's only several thousand ideas racing through my mind every minute. Today's fortune is... not good for work or overtime.
Old friends meet yet again.
Hi. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your image. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would... Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going. Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows. Because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron Hunt... We're here for you. sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the proportions that neither you nor I know. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey,
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Allow me to...
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
Wanna see what I can do? Dodge this!
Eternal sleep. The dead will return. That which is seized must be repaid.
Let me through, or I'll go through you! Yeah!
Struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Enough.
Take this! Shape of Titan Rise Venus! Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Nothing major.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Let me through, or I'll go through you. Touch this!
Pity, abyss flower, bloom. Eternal sleep. The dead will return. That which is seized must be repaid.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking.
Don't your hands hurt?
Clemency? The time is now.
My motor. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the I'm sorry. Well, it's just...
Don't worry. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll talk.
How... Oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. As a judge in the I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive. A Stellaron hunter. If it hadn't been...
Strange.
Come with me. I've never seen any.
You know, even eons can be killed. Is it so unthinkable? There are many stories about fallen eons. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enda the 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe, so the Cienjo too are in... As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshi and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, they received a blessing that did indeed prevent death. But immortality turned out to be a curse for the Cienjo. That's when the Hunt appeared, firing an arrow and felling the Ambrosial Arbor. Ever since... What do you think? Fascinating. They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never. Hold on. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain?
If what she said is true, we won't have to...
Hey, did she brainwash you? Wasn't this the dead... Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived...
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean...
Yes.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Kafka's revelation... The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron hunters... Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating...
General, we must...
It's the Stellaron.
Every crisis is a... Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready.
From my perspective,
As ever, the Master Diviner's Omniscia provides for the fastest solution.
General,
Well?
you're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now.
You've been sitting on that...
Please, Lady Fu. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together.
It's my fault. Please, do I...
Violate as such, Lady Fu.
You've never given...
As for our... Lady Fu will... This is no order, honored guests. I'm merely stating what needs to be done, should you wish to help us.
You've never...
Miss Ting...
Oh, of course.
The Alchemy Commission. I have asked Fu Shen.
A step forward, the ambrosial art. A step forward, bridges. The ambrosial art. The star skiff is...
101010.
I still have important tasks for... no need. My are...
Well said.
Huh? Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken Stars?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard...
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relax...
Sounds like you're...
Just speaking from the heart.
I think they call that complete...
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part. It seems like the crafts...
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
A warm reminder, benefactors are lost. Yes, it seems more...
Master Gong. Oh, sorry, this...
Yeah.
You mean there's been a... The Warp Master Gong... I need to...
Why did he...
Yes,
100?
You don't...
If you
Don't worry.
None of...
What? Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor. The severity of the...
A one-time enemy.
Time for a shot.